Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Joel. I'm Grandpa.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Daniel.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by.
Good morning, everybody. You guys are going to be hanging with me for the morning. To get things started, we've got some calves that we need to give some milk. And they moved everything on me. No one told me.
What you do is throw a bucket of hot water up.
I figured that was what you were doing, but there's not even buckets in there. Did you leave the bucket in the greenhouse last night?
I might have.
Feeding this morning, we've got 12 calves that we got to feed for milk, as well as the steers that got silage and grain. And normally we use our skid steer, as you see in the videos, but right now our skid steer has a flat tire. So that means that Daniel's got to truck it by hand with our little wheelbarrow there. It also rained last night. They were calling for some pretty doozy thunderstorms, but ultimately just got rain. Nothing too crazy, which is never a bad thing. Oh my goodness, they're hungry. Okay, so we got all the calves fed. Now we're just gonna go through, wash all the buckets, give them all some fresh water, make sure that they have some grain so that they learn to move over from drinking milk to eating grain. And we're just about set. Daniel finished feeding all the steers. We got all the silage and the grain put out for them. So all that's left should be the chickens.
Don't you love when you have big enough toys to pick up your other big enough toys?
So where'd you learn this trick?
My dad. Hey, it's a good workout.
Hey bro, I think you're in the wrong pen. He ain't supposed to be in here. Chickens are fed, peeps are fed, turkeys are fed, calves are fed, cows are fed. Boom. So first thing on tomatoes, we have 8 baskets of plum tomatoes that we have to put in boxes for an order.
Joel, you didn't take the sticker.
Boom. Fresh. Oh. Okay. Oh, I hate that bee straight up flew right into my arm. So we just got an order from our local supermarket. They want another 200 ears of sweet corn. So we're gonna take this bin down and we're gonna go pick. The corn that we're picking today is the corn that got knocked over when Ida came through, and you can tell that it was knocked over. We're picking through it. There was no clean row to walk down, so you're just stepping over corn stalks. We're getting about 1 out of every 3 ears. Being that they're on the ground, they're getting worms, and lots of critters are getting to them on the ground, so we got an okay crop, but you can tell we're getting to the end of sweet corn season, so, which is true. It's mid-September. Past mid-September now, so. So now that we're back, we're gonna grab that bin of corn and we're gonna separate it. We're gonna take 200 ears out for the supermarket, and we're gonna take the rest of the bin and we're gonna have that for our local market for us to sell here on the farm. So that way we don't have to go back out later on the day and pick some more sweet corn. She has 8 boxes of tomatoes. Okay. And the name? Kowalski. Okay. And her truck is that white truck out there. 95. Nice. All right, we are now out in the pepper field. We're picking some hot peppers today. To start things off, we're going to start picking some habaneros.
Like Brian said, don't touch anywhere that you don't want to get burned.
Was just picking some ghost peppers. Take a look at this one. It's a big one. You've had Carolina Reaper?
Yeah.
Woo. So we're now in the field. We just finished picking habaneros and now we're picking long hots. We're only picking all red long hots. Look at this one, beautiful one.
Joel, what do they do with them?
As I was just informed, they like to take these that are all nice and red and they like the stems on them, and then they'll take them and they'll run a string through the stem and then put a bunch of them on the string and let them dry them out, and they like to use them for the winter. beautiful. Some nice ones here. Some not so nice ones. We just finished picking peppers. We picked a basket of habaneros. We mixed in some ghost peppers into that. We picked a lot of red long hots, and then we started picking some green ones because we knew if we came back with a trailer full of red long hots, then one customer would see all of that and say, I want green long hots. So we got some green long hots to go with that. And then we picked some baskets of hot cherry, and the hot cherry are really nice. He's also coming up on me pretty quick, and I get to drive the new truck, which is really exciting. I have ideas as to who's gonna be the first person to put a dent in the new truck, and it is not gonna be me. Let me tell you that right now. Well, let me tell you, wow, this is nice. She's a nice ride, that's for sure. We can see here, we got some nice red long hots. We got some green mixed in here. We got some habaneros right here. Oh yeah, looking good. And then we got also some nice hot cherry. So now we're heading in for lunch.
Hey everybody, I'm down in the horse barn borrowing some baler twine. With the changing of the weather and the seasons, and with the pumpkins being harvested in gourds, a lot of people are switching their minds towards fall decoration. So we need corn stalks. And when it comes to chopping stalks for decoration, we have a unique way of doing that. Before we head out and get those corn stalks, we're actually putting the decals on the new truck. This new truck was needed a long time ago, so we're happy Dad was able to get a new one. Dad deserves this. He's had that old blue truck for quite some time. The interesting thing about Dad's new truck, tell him where you had to go to get this truck.
I had to go to Amsterdam, New York.
But Dad went up all the way to Amsterdam, New York to a place called Mangino Chevy. They took really, really good care of him. We really needed a truck like this. We use it for so many things. We think it's so convenient to have. So he went all the way up to Mangino Chevy in New York, and they took care of him. And here we are back at the field. These are the corn stalks that we're gonna be using for our bundles. We got some tall corn here. First off, we're gonna go through and pull off the ears. We're gonna pull the ears off of all the stalks that we're cutting. Look at this guy. Oh my, he jumped away. And then we'll come through and cut them. And now I'll show you our favorite thing about bunching corn stalks. We're gonna walk through and take 8 corn stalks and then put them on a pile and bunch them together. Now this field was going to be used for silage, but we filled up all of our silage bags. So we're eventually going to harvest this with the combine. But up until that point, we are just taking a few of these stalks out for decoration. We took a pretty sizable chunk of corn stalks out of this field, and that's because we were looking for about 50 bunches of corn stalks. Now the main reason for that is because it's fall time, a lot of people are going to be buying them. And we don't want to be out here tomorrow getting more. So we took a sizable chunk of stock out of this field. That is one full bin. We have got a lot of corn stalks in there. Altogether, we were looking for about 50 bunches of corn stalks, and we got 52. There we go. I got saved! Now myself, Daniel, and Joel, we are going to be picking some pumpkins Gavin had to go and take care of the horses. Not sure how many pumpkins we're looking to get. We're just heading out to the field to try and get some more harvested. Some of the things we're looking for a unique gourd called a lunch lady. We have them planted along this top side of the field. There's also some unique pumpkins here we might be taking. These right here, these speckled ones, they look really, really neat. Very popular for the people in our area. We also had some pumpkins that we cut the other day. We've got to pick those up, so we're gonna get started. Oh, that was heavy. We went through and cut some pumpkins, and we also picked up the ones we cut the other day. We were looking for more kind of the like crazy pumpkins, so we found a few of those, but we also need some smaller ones. One of the most exciting things for our customers is bringing their kids, bringing their grandkids to pick out their own pumpkins. So we like to make sure that we have a lot of smaller pumpkins around so that they can get what they want. It takes a lot of time to get a bin of these smaller ones, but you make good money on them, so we don't mind picking them. Alrighty, we got all of the pumpkins that we need, so all we have to do is take this stuff home, and we're good. As we were picking up the pumpkins, Daniel got a call from Dad. He said someone just called and placed an order for green beans, and since we had no green beans back at the farm market, we had to head out. This time of the year is so funny how you're just running from one job to another. Look at the production on this. Woo-wee, there is a lot of beans there. And what I love about these beans, they are very productive. They grow large beans, they grow a lot of beans, and they taste good. This is how we should pick everything. Come on. Yeah, so I had to leave from picking beans because the cows got out. So that's, yeah, the cows won't stay in. I just realized, never finished the end of the video. And we ate dinner about an hour ago. We kind of just had pasta with meat sauce and a salad. It was really good. Lauren made it. But as you can see, table is barren. So that means this is where we're gonna end the video. We want to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.